Good afternoon and thanks for joining us for the early news today. Police have now confirmed that the man killed in yesterday afternoon's terrifying daylight shooting outside a Kelowna hotel was well-known gangster Jonathan Bacon. Bacon was killed and 4 people were wounded when gunmen opened fire on their vehicle, riddling it with bullets. A warning about our first report. Some of the images from the crime scene are graphic.
It's the bloody carnage left behind after masked gunmen riddled a white Porsche SUV with bullets. Paramedics pulled this man out of the vehicle. It's unclear if he's the notorious gang member Jonathan Bacon, killed during yesterday afternoon's deadly rampage at a busy Kelowna hotel.
And I saw this guy come out with an assault rifle about this long, and he had a balaclava on, and he was going like this, shooting at it.
They were running around the car back and forth like so. And the car was trying to get away.
Pretty much just seen some guy unload a clip. He was over there, ran back out here, ran back in, unloading the clip, jumped in a Silver Explorer and booked it that way.
The SUV and nearby buildings were sprayed with bullets. Luckily, no bystanders were hurt. Just before 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon, witnesses say a silvery green SUV pulled up behind the white Porsche right at the front entrance of the Delta Grand Okanagan Resort. Possibly up to 2 gunmen came out of the vehicle. Jonathan Bacon was the eldest of the Bacon brothers, Metro Vancouver's most notorious gang family. He was out on bail and was supposed to stand trial in the fall for more than a dozen drug and weapons charges. This wasn't the first time he was targeted. Back in 2006, he was shot several times outside his family home in Abbotsford. Younger brother Jared Bacon is behind bars awaiting trial in a drug case. And Jamie Bacon is seen here in a dramatic takedown in Abbotsford back in 2009. He's in pre-trial custody for the Surrey 6 murder case back in 2007 that left 2 innocent bystanders dead. He's also been targeted in at least 2 shootings. Yesterday's shooting also left 5 others in the white Porsche wounded. One is reported to be a full-patch Hells Angel. He's believed to be in critical condition. Another is reported to be the niece of a senior Hells Angels. She was shot in the leg. The victims were taken to Kelowna General Hospital, but at about midnight, Vancouver General Hospital was under lockdown for about 2 hours. RCMP say a patient with a known gang affiliation was being treated there. No one is saying if that person was connected to the shootings in Kelowna. And shortly after the shooting, a torched SUV was found in a driveway in Lake Country near Kelowna. Police have not said if the vehicle is linked to the shooting.
Now, Kelowna RCMP wrapped up a news conference not too long ago. Let's go live to Marissa Thomas in Kelowna for the latest information. Marissa.
Well, Deb, I think the biggest thing on people's minds right now is where are these gunmen and who are these gunmen? And of course, police confirmed today they don't have any suspects. They're not even sure how many suspects they're looking for at this point. However, they do say they have dozens of officers on this file. They've even brought in some forensic experts from Edmonton to help out, and they're collaborating with the gang task force in the Lower Mainland. There's a gang task force here as well. Now let's listen into this police conference that, as you said, wrapped up about 2 hours ago.
The Kelowna RCMP Serious Crimes Unit can confirm that Jonathan Bacon, age 30, of Abbotsford, who is associated to the Red Scorpions, died as a result of injuries sustained in yesterday's shooting at the Grand Hotel. And he was one of 5 persons within the white SUV.
Were you aware that 2 high-ranking notorious gangsters were in Kelowna over the weekend?
I'm not prepared to answer that.
Why not?
Because I'm not.
What, you guys have a gang task force? Were they following them? Was there surveillance?
I'm not answering those questions. Those are intelligence-led questions. We're not going there. We urge those that have intimate knowledge of why and who is responsible to come forward and call our office or call Crime Stoppers.
Now, Marissa, police are saying that there's another victim of the shooting that got away, is out there, possibly hurt?
That's right. In addition to the gunmen that are out there, there was someone else inside that SUV. There were 5 people in the SUV, 2 women, 2 men. We know, of course, Jonathan Bacon is dead. The Hells Angel is in hospital. And the 3rd man that was in that SUV escaped. Police believe he does have a gunshot wound somewhere to his body, but he ran away. They haven't found him. They are checking with hospitals to see if anyone shows up with a gunshot wound that might be the individual that was in the SUV. Now, Deb, I want to add one other thing. The other SUV, that greeny, silvery SUV that was believed to be the getaway car that witnesses described and Grace in her story had out at Lake Country, that was towed to the detachment, the police detachment here in Kelowna, just a couple hours ago. So they are looking at that more closely. They still haven't definitively linked it as the getaway car, but it's certainly something they're looking at. Deb?
All right. Thank you, Marissa. Marissa Thomas in Kelowna. Thank you very much, Marissa. Now, as for the question of retaliation, will this shooting spark another round of gang violence? An SFU criminology professor says that we can almost count on that being true.
Presumably you're expecting some form of retaliation, especially now with...
I think that the money's on that, for sure. There'll be some kind of event in response to this. I can't see this one getting by, especially where the Hells Angel has been injured. I'd be less concerned about one of the Bacon boys, but the fact that the Hells Angels was hit is not good news for whoever did it.
What's fear? Fear is an emotion. What is death? Dark and mysterious, art of a lyricist. Misguided angel, I'm dangerous, period. Life simple, perish or you own it. Bury your opponent and cherish every moment. Mad childs fly like a helicopter. Plus I am still hella sick, tell a doctor. I'm revitalized, please don't idolize me. Only one G-O-D. The ceremony of our innocence is drowned. Seeing evil clowns and the dancing all around. I don't cry at funerals, I cry during movies. There's something wrong with me, I'm deeply wounded. This is do or die, try it with a ruined mind. I have slept with more than 2 girls committing suicide. Look into the mirror, memories of monsters. Grip the sink, blood gushing out my nostrils. I'm thinking about the pain that I've inflicted. Entering the world of shame, become a victim. I feel death circling, no plans of leaving. Look into my eyes, see a soul barely breathing. What's fear? Fear is an emotion, love is an addiction. Death is when the soul leaves the body.